AMD stock is up 93% year to date, and it still trades around $233, just shy of its all-time high. But here's the question I think everyone's asking. Can AMD actually justify this rally, or is it about to stall out? Because while everyone's screaming, AI boom, I'm looking at something else. It's a signal that's hiding in the financials that could decide where AMD goes next. Second quarter revenue up 32% to $7.7 billion. Net income exploded 229%. And the data center segment, yeah, it's on fire. But that isn't what's got my attention. There's something in AMD's next quarter guidance that I think most of us missed, and it's a quiet line that could mean billions in more upside if it plays out. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what that signal is, how it ties to AMD's real AI strategy, and whether this stock still has room to run or if it's already priced for perfection. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Rick Orford. I've been trading since 1999 and I am not a financial advisor. That's a good thing. I break down the numbers so retail investors like you and me can make smarter, more confident decisions with our money. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. And you all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Stock Advisor has beaten the market by almost 6 times. Go to fool.com/RickO to get your 10 stock picks right now. So with all that out of the way, let's dig into AMD because this next quarter could make or break the story that Wall Street's been selling. Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD, is a global semiconductor leader specializing in CPUs, GPUs, and accelerators for data centers, PCs, gaming, and embedded systems. The company was founded in 1969, and it's become a key player in nearly every corner of modern computing. And today, it's not just competing, it's reshaping how chips power the next wave of AI, gaming, and data infrastructure. The business has 4 major segments. Data center that delivers EPYC processors and Instinct AI accelerators for cloud and HPC workloads. Client powers desktops and notebooks with Ryzen CPUs, including the latest AI-enabled processors. Gaming is anchored by Radeon GPUs and semi-custom silicon for consoles and cloud platforms. Then we have embedded that supports automotive, healthcare, and industrial applications. In other words, AMD isn't betting on one vertical. It's diversified across nearly every high-demand computing market. Now, beyond hardware, AMD develops software stacks like ROCm. It's an open ecosystem for optimizing workloads and building AI applications. This combination of hardware and software is exactly what makes AMD more than just a chip maker. It's turning into a platform company. And that's where the story really starts. Because when a chip maker becomes a platform, the valuation math starts to change. Now, the last time I covered AMD, it was trading at just over $200. Today, it's around $233, down from its newest high of $240. Year to date, the stock is up 93%, and over the last 52 weeks, it's up 36%. So yeah, it's been on a monster run. And while I covered AMD's growth catalysts in another video, you might be wondering, how well is AMD doing financially? Well, let's take a look at the company's financial performance to see if there's still some upside. Because once you see the numbers, I think you'll understand why this stock story might be just getting started. AMD released its second quarter financials on August 5th, and reported revenue was up 32% to $7.7 billion. Meanwhile, net income showed a massive 229% increase over the same period. That's not just simple growth. That is liftoff. And it was actually just discussed in my Discord community because it tells us one thing. Demand for AMD's chips isn't just strong, It's accelerating, and to no one's surprise, a big part of the growth was driven by the excellent expansion in data centers. And that's not all. Client and gaming revenue, it increased 69% year over year, with the client side reaching a record $2.5 billion. So you could say that, AMD is firing on all cylinders, from data centers to desktops. I also like the fact that AMD's revenue stream is balanced between its biggest segments and between data center chips and desktop PC processors. That balance, it's key. And it means that AMD isn't overly reliant on one segment. If AI cools down, gaming and client can still carry the load. And aside from those positives, AMD expects its third quarter revenue to grow 28% at the midpoint, or reach between 8.4 and 9 billion. The other, more notable thing here is that these values don't include any potential AMD Instinct MI308 shipments that are destined to China. And that's when things start to get interesting. That growth outlook is strong, even before factoring in potential upside from China. And that means that the revenue guidance is based on its current operating horizons, not those what-ifs. So AMD is not counting their chickens that they don't have, right? It makes the forecast more credible and potentially a little bit conservative. So if and when all export restrictions are cleared and AMD starts shipping again to China, it also means that Q3 revenue has the potential to easily exceed guidance. Now, jumping over to the balance sheet, the company's cash remains strong at $5.8 billion, growing 14% from last year. AMD also has a current ratio of 2.49, which means its current assets can easily cover its liabilities. In other words, the company has strong near-term liquidity and is well positioned to meet its short-term obligations. So AMD isn't just growing, it's growing from a position of strength. No debt pressure and no cash squeeze. So that's it for AMD's financials, but is AMD stock a buy at today's levels? Well, a consensus among 44 analysts rated a moderate buy with a high target price of $300. Suggests as much as 29% potential upside from the stock's latest closing price. The average score is 4.36, and it has increased over the last 3 months. So you could say that sentiment is trading bullish, and that momentum is what matters. Wall Street, they rarely agrees on anything, and right now, I see them being mostly aligned. The company's financials are showing improvement, and the third quarter outlook appears promising. But you have to remember that not everything is set in stone, right? As they say, AMD definitely has tailwinds as well as headwinds, and any one of them can start blowing the company's ship either through the storm or out of the water. In other words, great story, great numbers, but execution is going to decide the next 20% up or down. But what do you think? Is AMD worth buying for you? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, if you found the video helpful, do like and subscribe. It helps others find the video, it supports the channel, and you won't miss out on any of my future deep dives. Well, folks, that's it for me today in this video. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.